You're tuned in to Zed 101.9 FM, your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Z Wellness Link. My name is Dr. Padiaite, your host. I'd like to welcome you to 2026 in the year of our Lord. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope you didn't overindulge in your Christmas celebrations. But even if you did, this is a new year, new beginnings, and let's start on the journey to good health and ensure that we try and that by the end of this year would be in even better shape than we were at the end of last year. Our last program, that recording that we did, was we spoke about the gut and its importance. It's something that we didn't fully exhaust, and there's so much that the gut controls in our body. We think it is just a tube that we put food in and releasing waste material, but it affects our nervous system, it affects our food absorption, which is what we normally know. It affects our hormone system. It affects a lot more than we actually give credit to. Our guest today is Mr. Andrew Ano Apo. He was our last guest last year as well, so we ended the year with him and we are starting with him, continuing our discussion on the gut microbiome and all its benefits and the things that it does for us. Mr. Apo, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Bill.
And thank you for honoring our invitation to discuss this very important topic.
Yeah, I'm also honored to be a part of Zed Wellness Link.
Thank you very much. Can you please, why is the gut so important for our health?
Okay, so I first want to say Apishapa to you. And Apishapa to all our listeners. So the gut, it's a very huge topic, but most of the time, like you rightly said, we think it's a tube that food just runs through and goes out of the body. First of all, let me talk about how it all starts. So normally when we talk about the gut microbiome, we are talking about an ecosystem of trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses in this ecosystem, which are very beneficial for life. Sometimes when you hear about bacteria, you think it's all negative. But bacteria is part of us. They are our neighbors, actually. They've been put in by God for existence. So you find...
I understand we have more bacteria than cells.
Yes. We have trillions of bacteria.
So we are actually a walking bag of bacteria.
We are
covered by skin.
Yes, walking bag of bacteria, fungi, and viruses. And they are co-managers for our survival. So it all starts when a baby is born. Right
That
from
early?
Yeah, right from birth.
That's early?
Yes, right from birth. Either through the natural birth or through the C-section. Okay, so from the natural, these bacteria rush into the baby.
Where did they come from?
The mother's vaginal bacteria, fecal, skin, from the air, from the environment, from the breast milk. They are loaded and they are supposed to get into the baby they have to inhabit the baby, especially on the skin and in the gut lining and in the lungs. And once they get there, it is their home to help survival.
Okay.
Now, from the third day, the baby starts picking its main bacteria, like the bifido bacteria, from the breast milk. And that's why they say the breast milk is very important. The first form of protection is from the breast milk. So it goes in there and starts forming a colony. By the time the baby gets to 3 years, it has now become the microbiome is fully developed like an adult, depending on the foods that the baby takes. So it's very critical at the early stages what we feed our babies and children with. Like say 3 years, up to 3 years. So you can imagine if you are feeding your baby with too much sugars and processed foods within that time, then you should know what you are creating for the baby as it grows. Yes. And
hold on. So the microbiome of the baby is affected by the kind of food you give to the baby.
Definitely.
And so if you give the baby highly processed foods and high sugar foods, the microbiome will be affected.
It will be affected.
It will determine what is there.
Yes. And you know, sometimes you give birth to certain babies and they have certain diseases. And you don't even understand how it started. Particular asthma.
Okay.
You don't know how it started, but it started from a leaky gut, you know. Based on
asthma is allergic
inflammatory related
and abnormal immune response. But that abnormal immune response, yes, could be related to
leaky
guts and gut bacteria. I see the link.
So the foods we give to our children at the very onset is very critical. Some women will say, I'm not getting breast milk, so I'd have to feed them on
artificial.
The canned foods.
Cow milk.
But yes, it's good in a way, but at least try and cement the gut linings and the gut microbiome with your own breast milk.
So a baby that is fed only with artificial milk and a baby that is fed with natural, like milk from the mother, their microbiome be different.
Very different. And you see it. I mean, you're a doctor. You see it. That they normally frequent the hospitals because the immunity is even compromised from day one. And more so, they are also so much kept in very hygienic situations where they don't get to relate with bacteria. Yeah. You get it?
Okay.
As compared to, when we're kids, you find us eating sand.
And it's only a cold you get.
Yes, we had to adapt to nature. So you find babies eating sand and stuff, eating their poo. And in the poo, there's bacteria. I mean, there's a whole lot of, to build us up for the years ahead. So that's how the gut bacteria is formed, right from birth. And once it is formed, then it means that you need to really, really, really take care of the guts. The gut starts right from the mouth to the anus. And within the mouth is a lot of bacteria right through. But here again, you realize that we have been brought up to think that you need to wash your mouth thoroughly, to the extent that we use mouthwashes, which are very antiseptic mouthwashes, which kills all the bacterial flora in the mouth. Sometimes you accidentally swallow it, it gets into your system. And you don't know why you're getting certain infections, because you are actually killing that.
So the mouthwash kills all the bacteria in your mouth?
Most of it.
99% they say?
Yeah.
That means good and bad?
In fact, you don't have...
Good and bad bacteria are all killed by that, that process.
And you realize that in the olden days, before the white man came to the shores, forefathers were using chewing sticks and...
chewing sponge and chewing sticks. Yeah.
And when they wake up in the morning, that's what they do. So you're swallowing all the bacteria in your mouth right into their guts. It was very good for their health, coupled with the foods that they were eating. But now we are turning everything upside down. That we want to be so clean that we don't understand the work of bacteria. So we want to be so clean.
So we are killing our neighbors.
You're killing our neighbors for the neighbors that actually help us survive. We're actually killing them with all these disinfectants.
So you don't think we should use mouthwash?
You can use it sparingly, but it shouldn't be something that you stay glued to it.
There's some people who have suggested that the change in the oral bacteria caused by using mouthwash has a relationship with cardiac disease, heart disease. Okay,
so the whole system of the gut, if not kept well, and if there's an imbalance, within the gut microbiome, there are a lot of diseases that, and heart disease is one of them. Diabetics is one of them. Because I was learning from a doctor who says leaky gut is something that we haven't really looked at, but 99% of most of the diseases are as a result of leaky gut, where toxins get into the gut linings, into the bloodstream, and then they go do their damage. So it might be true.
So I'll give you an example. The vagina has got a lot of bacteria.
Yeah.
But it's actually controlled by some bacteria that keeps the place healthy.
Yeah.
As long as that bacteria is there in sufficient amounts, no infection can stay there because they control the environment.
Yeah.
If, however, you take antibiotics, the antibiotics wipes out maybe the cough or cold that which is the reason why you took it.
Yeah.
But also wipes out the bacteria in the vagina, good and some of the bad.
Yeah.
So the protection from the good bacteria is now lost. So the organisms that are not affected by antibiotics, because they are not bacteria, then have the opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
So most women realize that soon after taking a course of antibiotics, they get a yeast infection.
Yeah.
And they come and complain about it. So one of the questions we ask is, have you recently taken antibiotics? They say yes. I'm like, okay. That was what has happened. It's just because your normal bacteria were not there to keep away the bad ones.
Okay.
That's the similar situation that happens in the gut. In the gut too.
Yeah. So I like to say that the gut is an ecosystem and it's not a battlefield. You see, most of the time when we have infections, some people don't even visit their doctors to check what kind of infection it is and what kind of antibiotics should be prescribed to them. Because they had this infection based on history, this infection the other day, and then it occurs again. They go to the drugstore or the pharmacy shop and then they buy antibiotics. Now, once you put in antibiotics into your gut, it's like you threw in a grenade. It goes in there. It does not know the good
It
bacteria.
doesn't discriminate.
It does not discriminate.
Oh,
So it will just go and kill. Now,
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the
Everybody's
ugly.
one.
Okay. So it's like take the forest. Okay. Take the forest scenario, like your
Mhm.
gut. You have trees. You have a lot of organisms in the forest. If you say you are trying to take away all the butterflies or certain insects, which when they die, they eventually fertilize the soil for the trees, the ecosystem in the forest to, you're going to do a harm. There's going to be an imbalance. Okay. So once you take antibiotics, you create an imbalance in your gut microbiome.
Antibacterial described it's more like a fire in the forest.
Yes, it's like a fire.
It kills everybody.
It kills everybody. One friend of mine was saying that it's like you take a city where you have the good guys and you have the bad guys and you have the police. Now, if you want to, because of a few bad guys, you want to rid everybody off, I mean, you're going to create chaos. So that's how the gut microbiome is. Honestly, I wouldn't even want to talk about good and bad within there because I don't think there's evil in the microbiome in the gut. You have beneficial bacteria and then harmful ones, which once the harmful ones are kept in balance, they don't do you any harm. Okay, so that is how it is. So we should be very careful when taking antibiotics. At least it must come from a doctor's prescription, and there has to be a lot of questions asked. Because when the antibiotics does that damage, it can take you like a year to proliferate and keep the microbiome at the balance
The
again.
Nigerian
Eating-
you ask, it will say it's a lie.
1
year. It's a lie.
I'm telling you, I mean, if you regularly take antibiotics, because if you're not taking the right kinds of foods,
Okay.
then you are going to compromise the whole, So I always say that after taking antibiotics, make sure that your food intake contains a lot of prebiotics and probiotics. Fermented foods, and then especially the prebiotics, okay? The prebiotics are your fiber foods, your polyphenols, your like your grapes and blueberries and stuff, your seeds, banana, honey, and all those kind of fiber stuff, because they
So
feed
if I make a food that is made of banana, honey, grapes, all together.
oats. It's
Oats.
yeah. So you're giving the
Is
probiotics.
yogurt inside?
Okay, yogurts are probiotics. They are living organisms. Okay, they are like the beneficial bacteria. But these probiotics.
Those are pre. So if I combine yogurt, which is probiotic, with banana, which
Yeah.
is pre,
Yeah,
with grapes,
grapes.
so I put raisins inside to balance. Then I add oats to it.
That's the best.
And then add what else?
Um,
I'm creating my
you're creating
my
your
breakfast
your
tomorrow.
breakfast tomorrow. Okay, so you add a few seeds.
A few seeds.
Yeah.
What kind of seeds?
You can do chia seeds.
What is that chia seed? What is it?
When you go to the health shop and you ask, there are a lot of seeds that comes
Some
from-
black small thing.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had some before. I hear people talking about it.
Yeah,
but it looks-
when you go
when you
to
add water to it, then it becomes some.
because it's fiber. I mean, it's all stuff. So when it's roughage. When it gets into your stomach, it's very good, and that
If you are
feeds.
constipated, you eat chia seeds.
If you're constipated, you should just eat good. Your diet should be that which would break down, unless it's very. You've been constipating for a long time. I would not ask people not to go to the hospital.
Okay.
You go to the hospital, have a check, but your diet should be something that has more fiber to push away.
So we're
Yeah.
talking about prebiotics.
Yeah.
Please go on.
So prebiotics are the foods that you use to feed the probiotics,
Okay.
right, in the gut, to feed the good bacteria or the beneficial bacteria, so that at least they can balance. Because there's a tendency of imbalance where the bad ones would override the good ones because of the stresses that we go through. Stress is one factor that actually gives us an imbalance in our gut. Stress, be it financial stress, emotional stress, whatever kind of stress.
Tell us more about gut imbalance.
Okay, so gut imbalance is basically where the gut diversity, where your good and your harmful and beneficial bacteria, there is an imbalance. The harmful ones are more than the beneficial ones. Once they become more, they start causing trouble. Yeah, they start causing trouble. Some would have pathogens that will give you stomach abscess, diarrhea, a lot of how do you call it, heartburns. When people eat, there's indigestion and all this kind of stuff. They are caused by the harmful ones. So you need a balance where they are put in check.
Okay.
Yes. Once they are put in check, you're good. Because you see, some of the harmful ones are the ones that even train your immune cells within the gut. You know, there's something funny. Like I said, the city scenario, where you have the bad boys. There are a couple of bad boys. And then you have the police system, which is your immune system. You know, some of the bad boys can snitch others that look to the police. That these guys are trying to be, they're trying to be unbecoming. So you guys must put a check on them. So the police, they even know where all these people are. But as long as you are not becoming a nuisance, you are, you know, because sometimes certain information the police needs is the bad guys who give it to them. So the immune system is actually trained. Some of the immune cells are trained by these harmful bacteria that you need to do this, you need to do this. Okay. So they are good in our guts as long as they are controlled. So you don't need to flush them out because they also play a very vital role in the gut.
So the balance is more important.
Balance is everything.
Than eradicating all the bad ones.
Yes, you don't have to eradicate.
Or use antibiotics to clear everything totally.
Then you are doomed because then your immunity is going to be affected. Okay, nobody trains them. They start reacting. They start attacking cells that they don't have to attack. The gut lining is compromised, okay? Especially like when the foods we eat, if you're eating too much processed and sugary foods, the gut walls are compromised. And you don't want your gut walls to be compromised. Once they are compromised, they become perforated and then there's trouble. So the gut wall always has to be healed. They heal themselves every day.
What compromises the gut wall?
It's the sugars, the foods that we are not supposed to put in there. And then the stress that we are not supposed to put on our bodies.
So stress
is not good at all. Yeah, poor diet and stress and inadequate sleep.
But you know, people who tend to be stressed don't eat well.
Sometimes when you are stressed, you raise a hormone called cortisol that makes you hungry, and then you start binging, you start eating, and that's where you also put on weight.
If you are stressed, you are most likely not going to make healthy food choices.
Yes.
And if you don't make healthy food choices, you don't sleep well.
You don't sleep well.
And then to make it worse, you are stressed too, so you don't sleep well. So you wake up in the morning and you can't, with a reduced ability to handle stress. And that stress causes you not to sleep and to eat poorly. And it becomes
a cycle.
A self-fulfilling cycle.
But you see, the danger here is that you are actually creating an imbalance in the gut where the beneficial bacteria also lose their potency. Stress, and then the food.
Just from the stress?
Yeah, stress and the food. Yeah, the stress alone will get you eating anything that you don't have to eat.
Yeah, well, they don't plan your food, and you're hungry,
you just eat anything. And most of the time, you eat processed foods, junk food, something quick. You just want to, and then you tend to put on weight also.
Because you're eating the wrong stuff.
You're eating the wrong stuff. And you are not able to absorb the nutrients. So the bacteria is in our lining to do absorption, help break down the foods that the stomach has actually broken down, digested. But once it comes into the gut linings, then there needs to be an absorption. And that's where the good ones do. The work is to break it further so that you have now nutrients enter into the bloodstream. But if the absorption is poor, there's waste. So you are not getting anything from the food you are eating.
So a poor gut gives you bad absorption.
Yeah.
But your gut is leaky.
It's leaky. Okay, so when the leaky comes, then it means there are holes in there.
So leaky gut means there are holes.
Yeah, there are holes. They are perforating. There are tight junctions in the gut, but once they are not getting what they need to get, especially healthy fats, okay, like avocado, coconut oil, bone broth, okay, bone broth. Those are healthy fats that would actually line the guts. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are not eating all this stuff, and we're putting in too many sugars and carbohydrates and alcohol and everything junk into the stomach. The gut walls become.
Alcohol too contributes to leaky gut.
Oh yeah, it's well. I mean, it's not alcohol. Yeah, it's not good for the. It's actually there are no nutrients in alcohol.
No nutritional value.
There's no nutritional value. It just gives you.
It doesn't make you strong.
I don't believe in that.
It makes you weak.
Alcohol weakens. It gives the liver too much work to do because it's poison for the body. So the liver has to overwork to take out the poisons so that they don't enter into your bloodstream.
So we pay money to drink poison.
We pay. Actually, we are paying money to eat today's breakfast, which never existed with our forefathers. Our forefathers ate when they found food.
Yeah, that's true.
There was
There was no timetable to
there was
eat
no
it.
timetable to eat. They only ate when they found food, and they would eat to their fill because it would be difficult going to hunt again to find food, and that's how they lived. It was until recently that now there was a timetable for food. There was breakfast and cereals, and some people sat down and said, "Look, we can produce so much, and then let's tell people your best meal is your breakfast." No, it's all a lie. And okay, what comes into the breakfast? You're taking in all the processed foods, your cornflakes and your cereals, and what's in it? Ask yourself, what's in it?
Yeah.
So you eat the breakfast, and you eat your lunch, and you eat your supper, and you are overeating.
And
You're just eating.
you have high tea, and then you have bedtime.
You get it.
Snack.
So I always say too much eating is not even good for your health. You must eat when you're hungry, and you must eat the right foods. You don't eat for entertainment, you eat for nutrition. But a lot of us eat for entertainment, not for nutrition. We go out and our friends are eating, so we have to eat. Ask yourself, are you that hungry?
You know, if you say you won't eat, it's some way.
Yeah, it's a
they'll be
social.
asking you all
yeah.
kinds of questions, and why are you not eating, and why are you not drinking, and why are you making the rest of us look bad, and.
But you have to listen to them against your health.
No.
Because when you fall sick, those guys are not going to be there. They only say, "Oh, have you heard? He's sick." Especially
one of the
drink.
things I don't understand is you giving me food, I've eaten the food. I've eaten the amount I know I should eat. I am full. Then you are saying I should eat the rest.
It happens at home, our wives.
But I'm full.
Yeah, they don't understand. They feel that once the food is cooked, you must empty the
and
plate.
this is what I think about the eating the rest. That when I said I'm full. So if I eat that rest, it will now become excess weight on me. My pot belly gets bigger. Then I'll now have to go and spend money
At the gym
or wherever, or punish my body to remove that excess load that you compelled me to eat.
Yeah. So if our wives are
That part worries me.
Yeah, if our wives are listening, daddy is not supposed to eat to the full. But it's an African thing. Because daddy paid the money to prepare the food, he has to eat all the, But at a point, you don't even need it. You need repair. You don't need growth at a point in your life. The kids need to grow.
But we need to repair our leaky gut with plenty meat. So you have to eat
not the meat. You repair your leaky gut with the healthy fats.
These are excuses for asking for more meat.
I ask myself that, you see, the meat, it's protein, right? And
this thing is not fair. When you are young, you don't have money.
Yes.
So the meat, you are not allowed to have a large portion of the meat.
Okay.
You have a small portion.
So when
and you
you
want
grow,
extra meat, and they say you can't have it.
yeah,
And then they give it to daddy.
yeah, okay.
When you grow, now your doctor and all those enemies of progress come up and say, you shouldn't be eating, people like you shouldn't be eating extra this meat. We should eat avocado. So when are you supposed to eat the meat?
Okay, so you what does the meat is protein for amino acids for growth, muscle growth and everything. But you see, as you're growing, your activity levels are reduced.
Reduced, yes.
Okay, so because there's been a build up of a lot of inflammatory stuff within the body. Because there's been a build up, what you need to do as an adult is to repair. Are you getting me? Not to grow. And
Okay.
repair means that,
You should replace what you have lost.
yes, you lessen your food and allow the body to fix itself. And that's why fasting is very good. Not only for spiritual purposes, but even for health purposes. Staying off food and allowing the body to rid off the excesses and clean the whole gut system.
When you're fasting, you feel dizzy.
You don't fast to punish yourself. So you have to be taking some water, electrolytes, coconut water. Even if it's water you're sipping with a pinch of rock salt, it's just electrolytes to keep you. Don't fast to hurt yourself.
Okay. Well, one day we'll talk about how to integrate a consistent fast into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things you need to discuss because I come up with all the disadvantages of fasting, and you have to convince me.
I never liked to fast because it's like you're saying. Initially I thought fasting was only for spiritual purposes,
Yes.
but I realized that no, it's more of a biological, purpose, even more than spiritual. Because once the body is a temple of the living God, like we are told by scripture, so it needs to be kept very healthy and clean. And how do you rid off all the bad stuff you've put into your body? It's by stop eating.
Okay.
And get the body to rid off all the bad dead cells and everything.
You stop putting bad things inside and allow you to concentrate on repair.
Yeah, repair. So fasting helps us repair the system.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that fasting note, we shall take a break. Our first song is Great Jehovah by Joe Metal. Please take and stay.
Hey, everybody, let me see you dance. Yeah. Oh, na, yeah. That no one else can. There's nothing in this world too hard for. With you, Lord, everything is possible. Can I sing it one more time? Sing. I have never seen a God like you. Who do the things that no one else can. There's nothing in this world too hard for. Everything is possible. Everybody help me sing. What's I know you need now? Yeah, wow. Hey, Papa didn't know you about. Yeah, dancing. Oh, the air and sound, sing. You are great, Jehovah. Oh, the air and sound. My sin, my guilt and shame. You're giving me your love that knows no bound. I will always give my praise to you. Can I sing it one more time? Say, Mama, you have done so much for me. You took away my sin, my guilt and shame. You're giving me your love that knows no bound. I will always give my praise to you. Everybody help me sing. What's I do now? Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow, give me one. Yeah, dancing. Hey, oh, yeah, everybody say, you deserve. I would never let no wrong,
Welcome back to the Zed Link. My name is Dr. Padiaite, and we've been discussing gut health with Mr. Andrew Ano Apo. Great things we have heard today,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to the plans that you are going to give us about how we can have a good gut, a microbiome, and ensure that we can maintain good gut health.
Yeah.
We talked about the gut and digestion.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, we've talked about the gut and the immune system,
Yeah.
and how it improves our immunity. What other areas does our gut health impact?
Okay. So when it comes to the immunity, let's take note that it holds 70 to 80% of our immune cells.
The gut.
Yeah, the gut.
70 to 80% of our
Of our
immune cells.
yeah.
So if I get a cold, it's because my gut has failed me.
Yeah, if you get a cold, chances are, if it's not,
Even though it's not a diarrhea.
even though it's not a diarrhea, because the lungs are even linked to the gut, the brain is linked to the gut, the heart is linked to the gut. Almost all the organs have a link with the gut.
Okay.
So you've heard of the gut-brain barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like there is the gut is the second brain.
Okay.
Okay, so the 70% of our immune cells are formed in the gut. So, like I was saying earlier, these immune cells are trained so that they know how to respond to pathogens, and it all happens within the gut. Apart from the immunity and then absorption of food for our wellness and our growth, it also works on our hormones.
Hormones.
Yeah, hormones.
So our gut health
It's connected
has
to
an impact
on the hormones.
on our hormones.
Yes,
Okay.
it has an impact on our hormones,
Mm.
and so therefore we need to see it as though you see we've actually not been in school. We learned about the digestive system, but when you think about the digestive system, you're thinking of only the stomach mashing the food and going through. What it does, you don't even know till it becomes feces and then you pass it out.
Mm-hmm.
But all these factors are connected to our guts. So if you're having, if your hormones are playing with you, check your guts.
Energy levels,
Energy levels are super.
are they affected by our gut health?
Yes, our gut health.
Chronic fatigue,
Gut health.
mood,
Your mood swings are affected by your gut health.
focus.
Everything, everything concerned with the brain. Check your gut first. If you're failing to
Mental illness.
yeah, deep science is now showing that even certain diseases like autism and stuff are related to gut, the gut microbiome.
Mm.
When you go deeply into science, you realize that research is now showing that mental illness is a result of unhealthy gut health.
Okay, I'm waiting to see the science on that one.
Yeah, I can send you.
But I do
Mhm.
agree
Yeah.
that mental illness can be related to the gut.
Yeah.
But you must remember that most of these mental illnesses are related to a chemical imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
And our chemistry essentially comes from gut metabolism,
Yeah.
either something we are eating or something
Yeah.
that we are, or that our bodies are producing
Yeah.
with the raw material that we have. And if you're not able to produce it, then you're not going to have the right kind of balance, and therefore you would have these kinds of challenges.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how are we damaging our gut health with our current lifestyles?
Current lifestyles is the sugars.
Sugar.
Not sugar.
This man wants you to stop taking sugar.
Sugar, not when we talk about sugar, we're not
Please
just
tell him
talking
that
about
it's
the
not fail. It's
white,
a headache.
not just about the white processed sugar. Excessive carbohydrates, processed ones, of course. When you go to the shop or when you go to the mall to buy your whatever, just read it. Most of us don't read the labels. We don't read what we are putting into our system. But I recently gathered their apps that you can pick a product, scan it, and it's going to tell you everything in the food and how it's going to help and how it's not going to help you. Okay, so yeah, now we are in a very highly technological, you know.
So you tell me the sugar content.
It tells you everything. It tells you this is not going to help you. It tells you this is going to help you. Let's stay more on natural foods. Let's stay more on natural foods. I mean, sometimes you don't need too much to spend on a banana. Onions, garlics, the foods we eat, our green leafy foods. The lifestyle foods are very expensive, but they hurt us in the long run. And sometimes, it's all this status thing, like I said the other day, when we were growing up, you would drink a bottle of Coke or Fanta 3 times. Your birthday, Easter, and Christmas.
Christmas, yes, I remember.
And that's it.
I remember.
But now it's like you just we drink it like water. And now even look at the kinds of soft drinks that have entered into our market. I don't know who controls them, but everybody's producing something anyway. And we spend money to buy these toxins, we put it into our system, and it does not affect you instantly. It's over time, okay? And in your golden years where you should be enjoying life, that is where your gut is going to tell you that you put in so much bad stuff. You've disorganized all the microbiome.
Gut abuse.
Gut abuse. You've disorganized the gut flora, and now you have to pay for it. And all the monies that you've saved to at least have a comfortable life, you go pay it back into drugs. And the drugs also come with their side effects on the same gut. So you realize that it's a cycle. But when we choose to take care of ourselves very well by what we eat, I would say that, look, if you don't have money to eat all those stuff, resort to intermittent fasting. Once you start doing that, it becomes a part of you. Like me now, I hardly eat twice.
You eat once a day?
Once a day.
Oh, man.
Like around 4 o'clock, I eat, and then that's it.
Serious?
Yeah. If I feel a little hungry at night, I just do some tea, which is a green tea, or when I take coffee, I can sleep. So maybe I just do coffee, and then just to get, or something that it's not too heavy on me. But let's food should be our medicine. So the foods that we're eating should be nutritious enough. And if it's once a day, that's enough for you. Once you hit 45, 40 years and you're going, food shouldn't be too palatable for you. Yeah, food shouldn't be too palatable for you. I mean, we've gone past our 20s where you could eat anything because your body was functioning very well. But now you're reducing in a whole lot of stuff are reducing too many things at our disadvantage because of age. So why do you want to keep destroying yourself? A 50-year-old who is eating like an 18-year-old is just causing trouble for himself. Because your whole metabolism system is lowered as against an 18-year-old. So you can't be eating the foods they are eating. They will eat all the junk. They'll eat the pizzas and all those stuff.
And they'll be fine.
They'll be fine. But you try it and you realize that you're in trouble. So for we who have gone past our 40s, we should be very careful with what we put into our system. But also we should be thinking of our children, because today we have teens who are having diabetics. And you ask yourself...
and a lot of children are overweight.
And sometimes...
You don't quite understand, because they don't have... It's not their own money they're using to buy the food.
So, it's with the parents.
So who is giving them the...
Yeah, we are just spoiling our children because we love them too much. We love them now than our parents loved us.
Actually, our parents loved us more. They were preparing us for the future.
They were preparing us for it, but
our generation doesn't seem to think we should prepare them for the future.
Yes.
We think we can protect them from the future.
Yes, from the future. We're pampering them too much. Anything they want to put into their mouth, we give to them, and then it is building. Note, the gut microbiome is an intelligent ecosystem. What you put in becomes what is going to give back to you. So check what you put in. And there are certain things that you know that, no, my gut microbiome is not healthy. I mean, if you're craving for sugar too much, you should know that the bad guys are telling you to give them what they want. If you're having skin infections, once you treat the skin, it pops back, then you should know that it's in the gut. You're having diarrhea, constant constipation, and all those things should tell you that it's not too good in there. So once we eat the right kinds of foods, we're going to give our doctors less work to do.
This problem can be fixed just by changing what you eat and how you eat.
Changing what you eat. Don't allow stress to overwhelm you, because the things we also think about can overwhelm us and shut our system down. Have very good quality sleep. Move your body. Exercise. The best form of exercise is just to walk. Try and do a 30-minute walk, brisk, so that you move the body. The lymph gets to be moved to flush out all the toxins that you don't need in your body through urine, poo, sweat, and what you can think of.
Okay.
So the gut is like the central, if you're thinking about your liver and you're leaving your gut, you are not doing yourself any good. If you're thinking about your kidneys and you're leaving your gut, because they all tap from the gut. It's that you don't eat to put food into your kidneys. Yeah, or you don't put food into your
gut first.
It goes into the gut first.
Even to the brain, it goes to the gut first.
So when it's poisonous in there, so then you know what you are transferring to these organs. And I want to also advise those who take in water, a lot of water whilst eating. Mm-hmm. It's not healthy.
Why?
Because you see, it's diluting the fire, the acid.
The acid.
The acid in your stomach is hydrochloric acid. It's very acidic, so that it can break down everything you put in. Now you're taking too much water. You're taking in beer. You're taking in Coke, and you're diluting it. So the meat that you ate, that is supposed to be broken down, doesn't get broken down very well. It gets into the system. It gets rotten. It purifies.
So I shouldn't drink water.
You drink water either 30 minutes before your meal or 30 minutes after your meal, so that you allow nature to take its, if you feel like you just sip something small just for the truth, but don't let it be like those who are taking in beer and eating fufu and chewing meat and drinking beer on it. It's just lifestyle. You think you're doing, but look at the body shape. If you look at your body shape and you see that your belly is protruding, you ask yourself, that's not how you look like. That's not how you should look like. So there's something wrong. When you go to the pool and you struggle to eliminate, then there's something wrong.
Mr. Harper, thank you very much. I'm not busy thinking about how I should eat this week. In the light of the things that you have said, I do know that I've got banana at home. Mm-hmm. I have some raisins at home. I have oat fiber at home. I'm going to find some yogurt to combine with the granola.
The yogurt, not the popping one.
Which is the popping one?
I don't want to mention any brand, but
no, mention the brand. Which is the popping?
You're the ones we sell around with.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
The white one.
Yeah, we're talking about the Greek yogurt.
The one that you scoop with a spoon.
The Greek yogurt, because those are living microorganisms and very good for your health.
Yes.
And then you can add up your bananas, your prebiotics, your stuff, and you see you have a very healthy meal. You get full, and you're good.
That's my breakfast tomorrow.
You do this for some time and see how your energy levels rise.
Hey, talking about that, if I take something like bread in the morning, after it to me, I'll be sleepy, I'll be slow,
Yeah, so when I talk about the sugars, I'm talking about also the breads and stuff.
If I do that, it doesn't work for me. It gives me a challenging morning.
We can't take people off bread. But what I would say is that anytime you want to eat bread, refrigerate the bread for some time before you eat it.
I hear that works.
Yes, it cuts down all the hot one that is nice, that when you put the margarine in, it melts. Come on. No, that's dangerous for you. Okay, like I'm saying.
My fancy blood is now showing.
It's nice, but it's going to do you a lot of harm. So refrigerate it at night before. It cuts all the.
It reduces the.
It reduces.
It actually converts the soluble starch to
Yeah,
insoluble starch.
yeah.
It reduces the amount that you absorb.
Yes.
That's the mechanism by which it works. Also works for rice.
It
Actually,
works for rice
Yeah.
and all these,
Yeah.
So yes, and cuts down on the BS.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are really grateful for help me to say thank you to Mr. Andrew Apo. He takes his gut health very seriously, and he has shared his years of experience. He actually works in the industry for health and health prevention, so this is his area of expertise.
Yeah.
We thank you for coming, and I think we have a lot more to talk about. So we
Yes.
shall be calling upon you again sometime pretty soon, hopefully.
Yes.
If my people would allow me.
Yes. So, like, I'd want to also reach out to you and say that we want to create a gut health community, and it's going to be free of charge. I'll discuss it with the Z Wellness team, where we would educate people more on off radio on how to take care of their guts, SMSs, reminders, things they should eat and the things they should not eat, so that
I think we should plan something that maybe for a week or something. Then we have a
Yeah.
settled timetable, things to eat, what not to eat.
yeah,
To just try and reclaim our guts.
guts, and then also a detox program
Yeah.
where we can flush out all the unwanted stuff from our system, because
Before we put in the good
Be-
stuff.
before we put in the good stuff, because
Okay.
we've gone to Christmas and people are still celebrating, and we are still in the celebration mode.
The leftover things. have
The
to be
leftover
consumed.
things have to be consumed, and so we need to do the flushing. Once we clear, then now we start putting in the good stuff, and then we become aware of how the gut functions and what we put in. And if we do it consistently, by the end of the year, you see
should be
that
good.
you never encountered any sickness, and not for only you, but for your family, your entire family.
So we'll talk about how you can get rid of my pot belly.
Oh yes, there's a way of
It will go.
Oh, you don't have a pot belly, doc. You are very, you're very prim and
No,
proper.
this one is
so
not good. This one is not good. I need to
Yeah.
calm down. Those who
So-
knew me when I was young know how skinny I was. When they see my tummy now, they can't believe it. That are you?
when you
Like,
do some intermittent fasting,
it will go,
it would naturally burn out.
I'll
you
work
know.
on it.
Okay.
We are grateful for your time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we shall talk again soon.
Okay.
So,
So,
this is our program for today. Next week, we shall have a new topic, a new area of discussion as we walk in our journey towards wellness. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Take care and God bless.
okay.